Well then. Interesting. Let's check upon Kurt and Kasha. Oh, I've never seen her without the hat on. Captain, is there something I should be made aware of? What do you mean? This about the Upperton Company? We're keeping secrets. We're keeping no secrets, if that is what you're implying. Let's go with what do you mean. Mr. Templeton has been snooping around, interrogating me on my report. It seems as we approach rescue, he's taken upon himself to approve of what lies in my writing. He has taken it upon himself, correct? Didn't set him up to do this, right? Templeton is acting of his own accord. He has a good reason to worry Kasha. I will inform Templeton to leave you be. Templeton is acting of his own accord. Good to know. I'm no stranger to people who want to omit parts of my work. I saw it plenty while covering the riots, but I have no intention of censoring this report. A story not based on the truth is worthless. If I have to leave parts out or fabricate others, then was it a story worth telling in the first place? You could always gloss it up a little. Turn your head to see Kurt approaching, apparently having eavesdropped on the conversation. What do you mean? Well, a story can be plenty honest, but some require a little bit of polish. What about your films? Weren't they the honest accounts of your expeditions? Ah, they were? Well, more or less. More or less. Most of it was true, I'm sure. There is no objective truth after all, the comrades, 10 pounds. I'm certain the films played up his historics. Let's go with this one. Most of it was true, I'm sure. Most of it? I'm not interested in mostly true. I thought you of all people would understand the tricks a camera can pull. You're right, Kurt shouldn't suggest you lie about this expedition. Don't be so naive. Don't be so naive. There's much of this expedition I don't intend to be heard by anyone. I thought you of all people would understand the tricks a camera can pull. Just before saying that, because I kinda like the way it sounds. I wanna check. Okay, my loyalty with her is plenty high, so let's go with this one. I thought you of all people would understand the tricks a camera can pull. Oh, I'm well aware of how others go about it. But I won the Pentler Prize, doing it my way. And I'm sure to win it again, my way. I'm certain Kasha has no need to lie in order to paint this crew positively. Do you wish to omit your fight with Hammond? The facts are the facts, Kurt. If we look bad, so be it. Let's go with this one. Of course. But those who read these sorts of things can be tremendously judgmental. Why are you suggesting this, Kurt? I just feel that we've braved so much, that we deserve a somewhat flattering write-up. So perhaps some omissions are necessary. Such as what? Many of this crew come from backgrounds best not shared with the public. And more has happened here that should remain on the ice. That private conversation with Nutley, you resigned yourself from the sale. Is that what this is? You want nobody to know about whatever health issue you keep under wraps. I mean, regardless, it will remain under wraps. It's not for the public to know, right? Let's see. I mean, I have a high reputation with both of them, to be honest, so it's not like it's gonna change much. I mean, it's kind of up to him if he wants to say it, like if he wants to keep it private. Then again, this response sounds kind of harsh. Then again, I don't like the last one either. Okay, didn't expect this to be a hard choice. God damn. I mean, I don't really want to expose Kurt because I have the feeling that if I go with the first one, he'll say it himself. And I definitely don't want to go with the last one. So let's go with this one, even though it doesn't sound great. I knew better than to pry, and yet you're still forcing the matter. You just want to protect your own image, don't you? What? Well, no, it's nothing of the sort, but I'm no fool. I see exactly what you're trying to do. You're not your publicist, Kurt. The man has a point, Kasha. Let's not debate this matter. You can wait until we're on our way home. Interesting. Let's go with this one. We went a bit harsher on her with the last one, so let's go a bit harsher on this one. I know. I didn't think you would be so concerned about your image, Kurt. Well, that's your mistake. Mistake? You can't expect me to be the perfect role model you see in the films. I'm only human. I've been married thrice, hobbled once, and been plagued with every vice there is. What I do have is my exploits and my legacy. I would wish you not to take that away from me as well. Kasha looks to you, her usual upbeat visage melted away into disbelief. I can't lie on your behalf, Kurt. You don't understand the power of optics. Every part of your report puts my livelihood at stake. Your livelihood or your image. The cold truth is, there's no difference between the two. And you, Captain, do you believe this as well? Kurt, leave us be. I will speak with Kasha. Kasha, it's about time we spoke on what is allowed on your report. Let's go with this one. Please, Kasha, take it into consideration. I can't believe you. It's simply a matter of painting a more flattering picture. That's no difficult task. Maybe not for you, Kurt. Kasha storms back to her tent as Kurt gives you an uncomfortable glance. The man looks shaken by the response, and above all appears to be deeply embarrassed. Without a word, he staggers back to the heat of camp. Okay. So how exactly do I talk to Kasha? Interesting. She's not in the request tent, is she? No. Okay, let's get on with this grave business. Hold an eulogy for the dead. The crew are called together before you. You tentatively lift yourself onto a crate. Hushed whispers roll through the audience. Kasha readies her ledger and pencil. They once again await your next words. How will you deliver them? As if nothing has changed since you last did this, with renewed optimism befitting of solid land, with the weight of those lost resting on your shoulders, with the implicit confidence in the impossible results you've achieved so far. Let's go with this one, sounds good. The irrefutable evidence of progress can be felt beneath your feet. The crew look to you miserable, the scars of the sail past exposed under the light of day. I would like to begin by honoring those we have lost. Now, I'm not one for grand speeches, that much should be clear by now. I'll keep this short. You should all be well acquainted by now. Man, I like how this option still exists. Yeah, let's get straight to the point. I would like to begin by honoring those we have lost. The eulogy begins. The Stoke brothers begin a tune together in remembrance. Read out the names of the souls lost. Omit the names of Rufus Hunt and the missing crew. I mean, they're the only ones lost, right? Let's include their names. You recite the names and stations of all lost to the ice and ocean. Each individual name seems to sting different groups of the crew. By the time you're finished, not a single soul is left without their affecting moment. Include the names of the lost dogs. Absolutely. This perks up Cordo's attention. May all be granted their rest. The eulogy is ended. The crew look to you for answers. Kurt speaks up. Our work's not finished yet. We still have a mountain to scale. We all saw the cairn. Across that path is safety, a cabin with enough supplies to last us until rescue. Templeton clears his throat. What's our current priority, Captain? We must reach that cabin, we must reach rescue, we're heading home. Came here for a reason, the Viscount. We're so close now. No matter what, we must scale that mountain. We will know our next course of action from there. Kind of curious. I do still have some breathing room with Templeton. We really need to reach that cabin because we don't have any fuel. We must reach that cabin, we must reach rescue, we're heading home. Or we came for a reason, the Viscount. We are so close now. I mean, there was a warning. So honestly, then again, if they come back and we haven't figured anything about the Viscount, will that work well? I mean, it's non-committal, but honestly, I don't want to be taking any blind chances. No matter what, we must scale that mountain. We will know our next course of action from there. Kurt gives a nod. The assurance of solid ground seems to stir to those listening. That's very nice. Well said, Captain. Indeed. Well, we don't have much time. Best be moving on. Back to work. The crew are granted the time they need before they eventually disperse, returning to their roles at camp. Okay then. There's nothing else here, I suppose. And that's gonna be it. Okay. I suppose I can... Oh, I cannot use the engineers. Okay, well, in that case... Needs fuel for the week. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, we have none. So I suppose let's end the day. Oh, it's week 38 again? Interesting. You dream you're back on the Temperance. Wake up shaken. You wake shaken, literally, by the engineer. He stands over you, bug-eyed. For a moment, you think you're back on the Temperance. Hammond, the ship is sinking. What's going on? Do it, Hammond? Sure. It's Cordo. What about Cordo? Starting more fights. Get up. You peel yourself from the sleeping bag and get up. Okay. There's food and supplies missing from the stores. I think she's trying to make a run for it. Are you sure? Never took Cordo for a craven. Lead the way. And why are you wasting time with me? We need to stop her. Let's lead the way. The two of you charge out of the tent into the snow. I found tracks heading up towards the mountain pass. Huh. I mean, I can't end the week on this, otherwise I'm dead, so... Let's follow the tracks. We follow the tracks away from camp. Keep looking. It's half an hour before you finally spot her, ascending the dead mountain. Shh, there she is. Get back to camp, I'll handle this, don't shush me. Let's approach slowly, follow my lead. You both creep up towards her silhouette. Get closer, draw your gun. Cordo. Cordo! Cordo picks up on the sound, slowly turning back around to spot you both in her line of sight. She clears her throat. Captain Shaw, Hammond. To what do I owe this surprise? Don't play coy, we know what you're up to. Then you seem to be several steps ahead of myself. And what am I apparently up to? Please, educate me. Think you can just abandon the crew in the dead of night? You know full well why we're here. Getting a head start on tomorrow's scouting? A fine idea. Know full well why we're here. I can't say I do. I have no reasonable idea what you're trying to tell me. If you wish to make paranoid accusations, you should inform me on what those accusations are. Let's see how this goes. You're obviously getting a head start on tomorrow's scouting. A fine idea. A fine night for it, yes. And a fine story, but I don't think either of us believe that's what I'm doing. Starberry's expecting. Expecting what? Oh! Oh, I see. And you should be doing what's best for those pups. What does it look like I'm doing, Robin? If you leave, you're ensuring their demise. Perhaps, but there's more of a chance out here than with the rest of you. I'm not going to allow Stanberry and I to be part of this expedition any further. Do you really think the two of you will be better off without the rest of us? I do. Those puppies will be my new litter. I'll start over. Certainly not the first time I've had to do that. The snowfall has begun to set on you both. You should have come to me first, Cordell. It's not the leaving I'm concerned with, it's the theft of this expedition's supplies. You're going to have to shoot me before you leave. I propose a duel. You should have come to me first, Cordell. We both know that wouldn't have worked. It's not... okay. Then let me convince you now. I'm listening. Stanberry, here you go. You might feel that you don't need us, but we need you. Both of you. Hammond needs someone else with their head screwed on straight. It's either number 1 or number 2. Which one do I want to go with? You might feel that you don't need us, but we need you, both of you. That sounds good. She's still listening. We're losing souls. We need all the help we can get. You've seen the Templeton. I'm going to need people on my side who care about more than his stupid mission. Most of the people on this expedition are half the age of you and I. We're losing souls. We need all the help we can get. I know you didn't intend to be part of this, but you're one of us all the same. Yes, your dogs are gone. And I'm very sorry about that, but please, help me look after who's left. I can't do this alone. The lady is silent for a minute. She finally walks over to you. The three of you begin the long trek back to camp. Stanberry follows patiently. Nice! We got fuel! Somehow. I mean, it's not enough for a full day, but... not a word is spoken on the journey back. Okay, so thankfully we managed to save her. Good thing I got that loyalty. Hopefully that doesn't happen with Hammond. Because, god, my loyalty with him is awful. Kasha, careful! You turn your head to spot Kasha, perched precariously over the edge. Her camera in hand, lining up another shot from her position. It's a great shot of the horizon, trust me. You've got a good shot of falling to your death. Get back over here. The ground isn't safe. You can't trust anything beneath your feet this high up. Kasha doesn't heed their warnings. Instead, lining up the shot and snapping it cleanly. There, no issue. And this just might be the banner image of my report. Okay, her dice below her feet is about to collapse. Well, maybe not. If the civilian is done being foolish, might we move on? Kasha nods and turns back around to join the rest of the crew. Yep, the ice is about to break. Only for her to slip on the ice beneath. You lunge forward to pull Kasha. Wait, you lunge forward and pull Kasha forward so that she isn't hurtling over the edge. But her initial stumble sent the camera falling below. That was a close one. My camera! Be thankful the camera took the plunge and not yourself, young one. Despite reassurances, Kasha moves back to the edge of the cliff, peering over, searching for her camera. I can't lose it. Everything from this expedition was on there. Wait, I see it. Nonsense. It's a blip on the rocks. You can't see the ground from this distance. No, it's not the ground. It's on the ground. It's snagged on the ice. It's not too far down. I can climb back down and... not a hope. You want to go back to climbing? If I lose that camera, my entire reason for being on this nightmare goes with it. I'm getting that camera. She turns to you. Captain, you have to do something. This is your mistake. If you fall to your death, it's your own damn fault. Not putting anyone else at risk over this. It's just a camera, Kasha. You still got your notes. Let's try to reason with her. My notes aren't enough. The world needs those photos to believe this. Aren't they? You have the testimony of the rest of us. The story comes from you, not that machine. Kurt steps forward. I'll do it. No, you won't. Fine, but be careful. Have you two gone mad? It's my understanding that was a prerequisite for attending this expedition. Let's go, Kasha. Kurt affixes the rope to Kasha, locking her in tight with the climbing gear. Leave the climbing to me. As a civilian, your safety is top priority. I was just thinking of rethinking this plan of action. We cannot afford to lose our navigator. It's because I'm the navigator that I'm going down. If I can save that camera, no one can. That will be the preferable option. Oh, I guess they're going down. Kurt pays no heed to the protests of Templeton, continuing to climb down with Kasha in tow. Thank you. Don't thank me until the job is done. Bad luck otherwise. They're risking their lives for a bloody picture box. You should stop this show. Get back here this instant. This is an order. Kurt, your pay will be docked for this. Let them go. Oh man. I mean, this is so stupid. I don't want them getting killed over a fucking camera, man. I mean, it's definitely not gonna be the second one. It's either the first one or the third one, but... man. Like, this is just a disaster waiting to happen. And Kurt has problems, so... oh, man. No, I'm sorry, I can't let them go. Get back here this instant. This is an order. I'm not crew, and you're not my editor. You can't order me around. Kurt and Kasha begin to slide down the wall of the cliff at a steady pace. Kasha keeps her eyes on her camera at all times. Easy now, you can do this, Kurt. Reassuring yourself isn't very reassuring to me, you know. Okay, I think I can get it from here. Think? Both of you, please don't make any rash movements. She collects the camera. And there we go. Now, get back up here, you madman. Job well done. So much for bad luck. Yes, now let's climb back up. And here is where he'll have a fucking heart attack. Because he's not supposed to be doing things like this. Kurt begins to adjust the lines on his climbing gear, prepared to lead Kasha up. But the extra weight from the camera causes the rock beneath Kurt's feet to crumble, and the former film star goes hurtling back. God damn it. He snaps to a standstill, the line between himself and Kasha still intact. But the weight of the big man's pole pulls Kasha back from the face of the cliff. Last. Kasha, are you alright? I can't see the cliff. What's happening? This blasted line won't hold with me. Who was up? The rest of the crew hangs back, lest any added weight at the cliff's edge cause an even more dire incident. As you look down, you see the pair flailing helpless. Kasha spots you. Captain! Start cutting the rope. Why the fuck would I cut the rope? Oh my god. Command Kasha to drop the camera. Command the crew to pull them both up. god. Why did you have to go down there for a bloody cameraman? I mean, Jesus Christ. The first one is just stupid. Second one, honestly, I don't see how that improves the situation, so let's pull them both up. The crew scrambles to start pulling the rope up. No doubt, the dangling weight of Kurt is also putting strain on the back end of the rope, as it's tied to a jagged rock at the peak. You notice the rope beginning to fray at the edge. So does Kurt. The navigator pulls out his knife. Kasha! He looks down at the man as he shouts. I always promised myself I'd lose a few bastarding pounds. Bit late for that, I suppose. Take a photo. What? Take a photo of me. For prosperity. Once in a lifetime shot. No! Do it! Start cutting the rope. Come on, Cash, drop the camera. Don't you dare, Kurt. He isn't listening. Now cut this rope before I let you cut yours. Let him do it, Kasha. You can pull her up, Kurt. You can do this. You can pull her up, Kurt. You can do this. You see a twinkle in the man's eye. Do you really believe that, Captain? Stop wasting time and get to it. Don't leave me up here with Templeton, you cretin. You're Kurt. Of course you can. Let's go with this one. He puts the knife to his teeth. He starts to swing his admittedly impressive weight. As he reaches the mountainside, he takes the knife and cuts his line. Before gripping to the side of the mountain and returning the knife to his mouth, he begins to climb. Kurt! The navigator responds through the metal between his teeth. They faked the stunt in my third film, but it's worth a shot now. Kasha silently prepares the camera for a photo. She daren't use the flash. The man climbs until he's beside Kasha. He takes the camera from her and continues gripping the mountain. Pull the rope! Heave too! The crew begins to pull the rope. Keep going! Kurt, Kasha and the camera are all pulled to safety. Holy shit, we actually saved them! Oh my god, I was so sure Kurt was gone. Oh, you better not be taking any more camera shots like this, because I swear, man, you almost cost me someone right at the end of the game. As they reach the peak, Kurt bursts into relieved laughter. Don't laugh, that was terrifying. We made it out alright, I think. Still, that was, well, just like the movies. Yes, it was all quite daring. Might we move on? I'm glad you both made it out. I was so worried. Can't believe this show business fake would be actually daring. I barely believe it myself. But it happened. And believe me, this will be a full page on my report. Ah, I don't require the credit. Stop the folks, humble Kurt. You're allowed to be proud right now. You're a real hero. Oh my god, that look at. Why would you do that? For a bloody cameraman, I swear. Okay, move to the peak of the mountain. This episode is probably going extremely long. Maybe it will end up being a two-parter. The crew finally crest the mountaintop. This looks really weird. It's like maybe volcanic? Like basalt. Grabbing everyone's attention is a cave in the rock's wall. A cave? A good spot, some shelter from the winds. Still, what lies inside? It may prove a danger. The crew get to work setting up camp at the peak of the mountain. Camp is set up. Oh man, actually game is saved to 3, so maybe maybe we end the episode here. Let me just check how long we've been going on for. I mean, it's already been going for an hour, so yeah. Let's end this episode here. And I'll split this thing into 2 episodes, I suppose. Well, it was quite the ride, and it's not over yet, so hopefully we made it out. Or we make it out just fine. But if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next episode, which maybe is the final one, though I'm not sure. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. I definitely enjoyed this part of the game. And yeah, I'll see you next time.